Be my boyfriend? Does he think I'm gonna get with him that easily? Number. WR. You haven't even taken me on a date. Yes, we're compatible as friends, but that might change once we get into a relationship. Yes. I'm gonna take you on a date. It's gonna be the best, I promise, and I will win your heart. I've never seen Iwa so determined before. Even when we play volleyball, he's never as determined and enthusiastic as I can sense now. Make sure it's fun. If it's boring, then I'm going home. Don't go too far away from home, but I'm okay to travel. And don't try to act like a different Iwa-chan, cause you'll always be my Iwa-chan. He blushed and I could see a smile trying to tug on his lips, but he forced it to go away. I rarely see him smile, and I see him at least 10 hours a day. I love you. I said it proudly and loud so Iwa-chan smiles. It's the most beautiful thing you'll ever see. I love you too, smiling face with hearts. Look at this precious being right here, I swear I'm in love. He smiles brightly. It's mesmerizing. Captivating, like you never want to let go of it. He's so pretty. He comes up to me and gives me a tight hug, wrapping his amazing, let me repeat, amazing, arms around me. AHHG's your skitching new. Oh sorry. He loosens his grip but still hugs me nice and warm. You're warm. I feel Iwaizumi go deeper into my neck and let out a comfortable sigh. I wrap my arms around his neck loosely. Oikawa. He taps my back and lets go of the hug. I come out of it as well, confused on why he pulled away. I look at him inquisitively and he points to the door, and that's when I remember. I turn around and everyone there has their phone taken out with big eyes like they're looking at a baby. I blush at their stupidity. Alright, everyone, show's over, keep it moving, go to the living room. Give us some privacy, geez. I look back at Iwa as I gathered my family up and pushed them into the living room. Iwaizumi was trying to hold in a laugh and I was once again lost in though. As I stare at him, I tripped on a family member's shoe and fell face first. This made his full-on cackle. He done an evil laugh and pointed a finger at me. Shut up, Iwa-chan. Today is the day Iwa-chan is taking me on a date. I've been begging him to tell me where we're going for a whole week, but he won't tell me. Just a second. Iwa told me to wear something comfortable but nice, so I went with this. My legs are a little cold, but I'll be fine. Hello, Iwa-chan. Hello, Shitikoa. You ready? Yes, I'm ready. I've been waiting for a week. This has been absolute torture. Oh, don't be so dramatic, Koa. I'm sure you could have waited longer. No, I probably would have died from the suspense. He rolls his eyes and grumbles. We walk out of the house in a nice silence, and walk over to Iwaizumi's house. He refused to let me walk to his house even though it would have saved time. I didn't argue. My hands are in my pockets as we walk. I feel him slide his hand into my pocket and hold my hand. I laugh at how timid he was just holding my hand. I squeeze his and we continue to walk. The walk was nice and silent after this. We finally get to his house after 10 minutes of walking. We had subtle conversation, but other than that we just walked and held hands. I don't understand why I couldn't just go to your house myself. Cause I didn't want you to know. Okay. I wanted to walk with you, is that so bad? Or, come on, don't get so frustrated. I'm not frustrated. Okay. So, where are we going? Are we going yet? You'll find out soon enough. He chuckled and made his way to his car. We're going in the car. But I thought you couldn't drive. I can't. He then proceeded to turn around and hold up his parents' car keys with a smirk on his face. What had gotten into him? Ooh, Iwa has chosen the rebellious side now, has he? Instead of I'm just gonna study 24/7. Are you gonna get in the car or not? Coming. I get to the passenger side of the car where Iwa is standing and he opens the door for me. I look in my seat to see some flowers. Yellow flowers. My favorite color. Or, Iwa, did you get these for me? No, I got them for the dog. Who the fuck else would the flowers be for? Oh, Iwa-chan, that hurt. Just get onto the car or I'll push you in myself. We both get in the car and I have the flowers in my lap, smelling them as he starts the car. They smell really good, Iwa-chan. thanks. I then start to sneeze. I rush my hand up to my face as a reflex. My head shakes from left to right. Oh shit. Sorry, it's hay fever. EWW, it's on my hand. I then look over at Iwa-chan hoping he's not disgusted at me. But I see him blushing. Oh my fucking god, he sneezes like a kitten. So precious. Hey Iwa-chan, focus on the road. You're gonna kill us. He regains his senses back and realizes what he's doing. I'll now just accept the rest of my life as a ghost from now on. He punches my arms really hard, keeping his other hand on the starting wheel and eyes on the road. I rub my arm and pout and he continues to drive. I laugh as I see him trying not to laugh at me. I put some music on and we listen to it as Iwa gets us to our destination. I lay back in my seat and we start up weird conversations, not really realizing cause he's driving and he hasn't driven in a while. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Oh my god, shut the fuck up. We'll be there soon. But until then, shut up or I'll throw you out of the car. You're not gonna throw me out the car, Iwa-chan. You love me. And how's that gonna stop me, oikawas? Cause I can still throw you out the car. Iwa gave me a scary look. It sent shivers up my spine. I was quiet and turned the radio up. I fell asleep to the rhythm of the music and Iwa-chan's finger hitting the steering wheel and his low hums of the song. Hey oikawas, wake up. MMHHGGM. I heard a small laugh come from on top of me. I felt someone's hand rest on the side of my face, rubbing their thumb along it. Iwa placed his lips to my forehead. Hey, wake up, we're here. I reached out and pulled Iwa into me. I sighed at the scent of Iwa's umi and hugged him tighter. What the fuck are you doing? You're gonna mess up my hair. You're smaller than me, so shut up, I'll keep you on my lap. My hair's getting messed up by the roof of the car, let me go. That's the only thing that makes you seem tall. You spike your hair up to look tall when really you're 5 feet 9 inches. That's not true. My hair is just naturally spiky. I saw you get out of the shower and when you wake up, your hair isn't spiky. Fine, just let me out of this torture device. I loosen my arms and he rushed to his place in the driver's seat. I pout and fold my arms like a child, for goodness sake. I hear rustling going on where Iwa was, but I chose to ignore it. Then I felt something wedge between my legs. I looked to see Iwa-chan sitting in between my legs with his back facing me. I smile widely and wrap my arms around him once again. What? Why are you smiling like a goofy idiot? Can I not smile? I pull him back so his back was on my stomach. He shifts up a bit and makes his way up so his ass and the small of his back was almost flush against my cough. You know. What do you think you're doing? What do you mean, you idiot? He looked genuinely confused, so he had no idea what he was doing. I rest my head on top of his, slightly uncomfortable with the you know, situation. He moves once again and groans, then slouches into me. I swear you're doing this on purpose. It's not gonna end well. What the fuck are you talking about? And was that a threat? Just stay there. I grip onto him tighter and bury my face into his nape. I start to move my abdomen, very slowly so he couldn't recognize it. Yo, this gets a little steamy up in here, so read at your own risk. Don't say I didn't warn you. Why are you groaning? If you don't wanna be here, then I can just take you. Wait, what are you doing? My movements are getting out of hand and Iwa just realized. I slow them down a little. Iwa tries to turn his head around to see me. He looked slightly shocked. Hey, you look hot, are you okay? Do you wanna go home? Do you want water? He starts to move away from me to get some water. I pull him back quickly and tightly so he won't move. For the love of God, don't move. Why, you're sick, you need some water and to get home. My breaths start to quicken and my movements more out of control. I think he realized what is happening, cause his hands on my thighs tense up and so does his whole body. What the fuck? Oikawas, we're in public. You can't do that. I whine a little and I could hear him sigh. His hands move from my thighs to behind him. He slowly unbuckles my belt without seeing anything. Very skillful hands. and pulls out my expressionless face. Neutral face. From my underwear. He then untucks his shirt at the back. What are you do it on my back? I was completely and utterly shocked. I thought he would have beat me up and drive me home, telling me to think about what I did. I never expected him to do this, and I'm not complaining one bit. I don't think. Please. Holy fuck, I think I'm in heaven. What have I done to deserve this? Cause I'm gonna do it a million times. Thank you, Asahi. Well, I'm not backing out now, and you certainly ain't. I put my hands up his shirt a little and untucked all of it. I pulled him back more if that was possible, and my expressionless face, neutral face, was touching his back. It sent shivers up my spine. I moved my hand further up from under his shirt and stopped at his nipples. I pinch them and let out a gasp. I start my movements from my abdomen slow and steady. He moans softly and moves his head to the side, exposing his neck. I lean down and kiss his neck lightly. I then suddenly bite him hard. He gasps loudly and moans again. I unbuckle his belt with my free hand slowly, teasing him. My hand makes its way down his pants. He put his hands back on my thighs, squeezing them so hard it would probably leave dents in them. He slowly moves his hands to his jeans and maneuvers out of them. He throws them on the ground near his feet. I look at him surprised and my eyes travel down to his ass. Fucking incredible. His breath was fast and short. He moves himself against my expressionless face. Neutral face. Moving his hips up and down. Iwa-chan, what are you doing? Why did you take your jeans off? We're in public. Please go inside. Please. His breathing was very quick. Aren't you gonna tear? I need to prep you first. Wait until we get to my house. Just do it. Okay. Just don't yell at me when I hurt you. I lifted him up and he was surprisingly light. I lined up with his confounded face, and was about to go in. Oikawa. I looked at him but he didn't say anything. Oikawa. Wait, what? What? No. Please don't tell me that wasn't real. Please. Fuck. I'm done with life. I'm done with imaginary things pretending to be real. That should be fucking illegal. Well, what happened? What's so important you have to shout? I was gonna fuck you in the car. I was so fucking close and then you called my name so I stopped cause I'm a good human being like that. And you said it again. And I was like, bro, stop, like, neutral face. Eyes. And then all of a sudden I woke up with you with clothes on and now I'm disappointed. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. I'm deader than Daichi. Holy shit, I'ma slap a bitch today. I'm sorry you asked and I received. You know what? We're not gonna talk about this. You are not gonna say anything about this moment ever again, and if I hear it you'll be a dead son of a bitch. I'll tell you that. Don't take that personally. I love your mom. What was I saying for this and how long was I out? We were talking about my hair and how I spike it up, which is completely false. Then you were just quiet for a bit. What? That far? At least have a little consideration. Why would the universe do me like that? Well, at least you still on my lap. Oh. So that's what I felt just now. I can't believe I didn't even realize. What are you talking about? He got off of my lap and sat in the driver's seat. I looked down. Fuck. I'm so screwed. I'm hard. This isn't happening. Well, I'm off. See ya soon. Have fun dealing with that. Sigh. Then I'm just gonna have to come all over your parents' seats then, won't I? No. The fuck you won't, unless you want to get spiked with a volleyball in the chest. Well, I mean, there's one thing you can do. Oh. And what is that? This bitch's second language is pure sarcasm, I tell you. You can just give me a blowjob. Swallow it instead. Oh. What a great idea. Why didn't I think of that? I seriously can't stand how sarcastic he is. Wait, what is he doing? He bends over so he's fully facing my dick. I was so sensitive that I could feel his breath through my jeans and underwear. Ha, bitch, you thought. He leaned back up and opened the glove compartment. He pulled out a pack of tissues and handed them to me. Go in the back seat and do what you've got to do before we go. I whined and snatched them out of his hands. I get into the back seat mad and LWA leans on the window so no one can see, and luckily he parked next to the wall so I didn't have to worry. I knocked on the glass window lightly and got Iwa-chan's attention. I signed bend over. We both learned sign in middle school cause we had nothing better to do with our lives. He pulled up his middle finger looking angry and turned around again, leaning on the window. I laughed my ass off. I'm the car. Once I calmed down I remembered what I had to do. I proceeded with my hand job and finished in around 5 minutes. I crumpled up the piece of tissue and pulled my pants up. I got out of the car and walked up to Iwa after throwing the tissue away. You ready? Yeah, finally. We're late. Sorry. I almost forgot we were on a date. I looked behind me to see roller coasters, in a lot of different colors. Oh shit, thank you Iwa-chan. Hey, it's nothing. I hugged him tightly while laughing. EWW. Get your dick hands off of me and don't touch me until you've cleaned them. Oh, I bet you secretly love. I bet you're into that kinda stuff. He opened his eyes wide and was gonna say something, but his eyes wandered and he stopped. He grabbed my hand and looked at my index finger. I also looked at it to see it had a little bit of cum on it. Before I could say anything he took the side of my finger into his mouth. He sucked on it for a few seconds then let go. Maybe I am. You never know. I was very much frozen in place. Who is this new Iwa-chan I'm dating? I don't think I know him. Oh shut up, we've wasted too much time, let's go.